Hi, this is Tara for HealingCrystals.com, and this is the Zodiac Crystal card reading for July 4th through July 10th. So, as you know, the first card that I draw, that represents us in the coming week, and that card is going to be the Pisces Health card, and the crystal represented here is fluorite. I got a really strong message when I pulled this card. It's time to let go of illusion, okay? That does not mean it's time to let go of your dreams. Dreams and illusions are two different things. An illusion, basically it's time to stop lying to yourself about whatever it is that you're lying to yourself about. And we all do it. I do it, my son does it, everybody does it. We tell ourselves, oh, you know, it could be that you're lying to yourself by pretending to just, you know, if you leave something alone, it'll just fix itself. Or it could be that, you know, you're believing that something is going to get better, but you're not doing anything to make it better. Or, I don't know, it just whatever comes to your mind when you think about something that deep down you know you're not on the right path with. It's time to let go of that. And when I say, like I said, dreams and illusions are two different things. It's not time to let go of your dreams, of your goals. If anything, now is the time to really start pushing those, because once you let go of whatever falsehoods that you're buying into, that's when reality can step in, and now you've got something to work with that will help you to make your dreams come true. A lot of us believe that, you know, dreams are, you know, or our goals, they're unrealistic. They could never, you know, it's like deep down inside you think, oh, that could never happen. The truth is, anything is possible, absolutely anything. But you have to approach it from a realistic viewpoint and recognize what needs to be done. And if you're willing to do it, start doing those things. Or if you're not willing to do what needs to be done, then it's time to change your dreams and your goals. Okay? But whatever it is that you're whatever illusions that you're living with right now, it's time to let them go and replace those with something real that you can work towards. Okay, so that's our first card, is going to be the Pisces Health card. The second card is our greatest strength and our greatest weakness for the week. And that card, very interesting, is going to be the Cancer Luck card. And the crystal represented here is Golden Tiger's Eye. You know, Tiger's Eye to me is, it's a powerful crystal. It's the kind of crystal that you use to take action. And it's also a very earthy crystal. You know, you think about the colors of it, the browns and the golds and that kind of thing. It's all about being practical and about putting in the work towards something. The Cancer card is interesting because we have a new moon tomorrow in the sign of Cancer. Right now the sun is in Cancer. So we have a lot of that Cancer energy to work with. And Cancer is great energy for new beginnings. And I think if you think over the last 6 months, and especially with the moon phases, you know, we've had a lot of powerful transformational moons. 2 moons in Sagittarius, 2 full moons in Sagittarius, that, you know, they were meant to help us optimistically start getting our minds wrapped around something else. Something more positive as we move forward. And now the Cancer card, the Cancer new moon, comes along telling us now it's time to start taking the initiative and to start working towards those things. Start working towards whatever it is that you want to bring into your life over the next 6 months. It's a wonderful time for a new beginning. And Cancer especially, Cancer is a very emotional sign. But it's also a sign that's all about security. It's about home. It's about family. Whatever that means to you. Home and family doesn't have to be a husband or a wife and kids and cousins and grandparents or pets. Your family could be your work family. It could be your hobby. It could be your art. Basically what Cancer is about is whatever you're emotionally invested in, making it more secure in your life. Okay? And that, I think, is what the luck card is telling us. This is how we can work with this energy to start laying down roots towards the things that we are emotionally invested in. How this energy could work against you is if you let the emotions overcome you. And that's very easy to do as a Cancer. It's especially, with the moon. The Cancer is tied to the moon very closely, and it's a very emotional side. And sometimes you can be so emotional that, practical, realistic kind of things just go right out the window. You don't want that to happen. You need to find the balance. And you can do that. Tiger's Eye is a great crystal to work with. But you can also do that with your own personal energy. And also, even though Pisces is another water sign, I think in this instance, it's going to help you, to start grounding things. Don't become so. In other words, you can't let it all be in your heart, in your heart and in your head. You have to start taking some actions. It's time to be practical and to start doing things. If you just, allow your feelings to rule the day, that's where illusion comes in, and that's where things start to become unrealistic. Okay? That's kind of the message that I think that we're getting from this card, and that's how it can work against you. So you want to find that balance between practical and emotional, and you work with them together to make something more secure in your life. And that's how the Cancer energy can help you, and this new moon is a perfect time to start doing that. And then the last card that we draw, and I really did shuffle these, and the cards came out completely randomly. As a matter of fact, I even had my eyes closed while I was doing this. So these are the cards that we are meant to be working with. The last card represents the surprise that the universe has for us. And that card is going to be the Capricorn manifestation card. And the crystal here is the red tiger's eye. So there's definitely a lot of grounding energy that we need to work with this week, that we need to bring in either through our own personal energy or by working with crystals or something else. Go stand outside in the grass for a while, or in the sand or whatever, and just feel the earth beneath you and around you, and you can gather that energy and use it. Just real quickly, one way that I like to work with earth energy is I like to sit on the ground, and I'll even do it in my house, and I imagine roots coming from my body going into the ground and having the energy from the earth pull up through those roots into my body. So we're kind of transferring the energy in a way. And you can do that for like a few minutes or longer if you'd like to. And you'll really feel that grounding. It can make a really big difference. Anyway, one of the reasons why Capricorn is really interesting, and I think it's really giving us the grounding energy that we need to build that security, that is just going to make us happier as we're moving forward in the next 6 months. Is because our full moon that's coming up for July will start out in the sign of Capricorn, and the last full moon that we had in June ended in the sign of Capricorn. So we're considering it a Capricorn new moon, although it will quickly switch into Aquarius, but still that full moon. So whatever you begin with the emotion and the security, you're going to end with practical grounding, because that's what Capricorn's all about. It's all about being practical. It's all about being pragmatic, about, building something. Capricorn is the sign of the builder. And that's the kind of energy that you want to work with to make the life that you want to have for yourself. And I think this week we have some really amazing energy to help us as we move into the second part of the year to do that. Don't forget to check out our weekly and daily horoscopes on healingcrystals.com and on our Facebook page, Crystal Talk. Have a powerful week. Make sure you take some time to ground yourself. And for those of you in the U.S. who are celebrating, happy 4th of July.